In the ancient town of Lhundrup, where the houses were dusted with the wisdom of ages and the wind carried echoes of deep, resonant gongs, there lived a clockmaker named Tenzin. His shop, nestled between a fragrant jasmine tea house and a worn stone library, was a repository of ticking gears and golden pendulums, each clock a testament to Tenzin's mastery over time, or so he believed. Tenzin was not an ordinary man. His skill with timepieces was unparalleled, his hands capable of coaxing life into the most dormant of mechanisms. Yet, despite his external success, Tenzin was restless, his mind a relentless pendulum swinging between the past and future, seldom resting in the now. One crisp autumn morning, as golden leaves danced whimsically through Lhundrup's cobbled streets, a strange figure approached Tenzin's shop. Wrapped in a maroon robe, with a countenance as serene as a still lake, the figure was clearly a Buddhist monk, his presence in stark contrast to the mechanical chaos of Tenzin's world. "Good morning, Tenzin," said the monk, his voice calm and measured. "I am Lama Sonam, and I seek your help with a very special clock." Intrigued, Tenzin invited the monk into his cluttered sanctuary. Lama Sonam produced an ancient, ornate clock, its surface etched with delicate mandalas but its hands frozen in time. This clock, Lama Sonam explained, was once renowned by a great practitioner who believed time was not something to be measured but to be experienced. It stopped the day he passed into nirvana. I believe it will tick again in the presence of one who truly understands time. Skeptical, yet captivated, Tenzin spent days, then weeks, poring over the intricate mechanics of the clock, his usual tasks forgotten. But no matter what he tried, the clock remained still, as stubbornly silent as the secret it held within. Frustrated and weary, Tenzin found himself visiting Lama Sonam at the nearby monastery, seeking insights or perhaps, unconsciously, escape from his failure. "Why does the clock not move? I've tried everything I know," Tenzin lamented. Lama Sonam smiled gently, guiding Tenzin to sit beside him in the lush monastery garden, a place where time seemed to pause, allowing the natural world to speak. "Tenzin," he began, his voice a soft echo amid the rustling leaves, "in trying to fix the clock, you have focused only on the tangible. But not all matters can be touched or seen. Tell me, have you been aware of how you breathe, how you walk, or how you are in this very moment?" Confused, Tenzin shook his head. The concept was foreign, misplaced in the practical maze of his clockmaker's mind. "Watch the garden," Lama Sonam instructed. "Observe how the flowers bloom slowly, unhurried by the bees that visit them, or how the leaves fall at their own pace, untroubled by the wind that carries them. They do not resist their nature by clinging to the tree, nor do they rush to the ground." The days that followed saw Tenzin sitting often in quiet reflection, his gaze shifting from the monastery's garden to the life outside, where villagers moved with the rhythm dictated by the sun and seasons, not by the clocks he repaired. Gradually, his perspective shifted. He saw time not as segments to conquer, but as moments to experience. With this new understanding, Tenzin returned to his workshop, his approach transformed. He sat before the ancient clock, not as a mechanic this time, but as a student of life. He meditated, his breath syncing with the silent, expectant tick of the hidden pendulum. And then, on a day painted with the soft light of dawn, the clock stirred. Its hands trembled slightly, as if awakening from a long slumber, and began to move. The tick was soft, almost imperceptible, like the heartbeat of a butterfly. Overwhelmed, Tenzin realized the clock was not waiting for the touch of a skilled hand, but for the presence of a mindful spirit. The lesson was profound. He had thought he mastered time by building and fixing clocks, but he had only chased its shadow. True mastery, he now understood, was embracing each moment, letting go of the past regrets and future anxieties. With this newfound wisdom, Tenzin's reputation grew, not just as a clockmaker, but as a teacher. People came not only to repair their clocks, but for counsel on living more present, fulfilled lives. Tenzin taught them what Lama Sonam had shown him, that like the gears of a clock, life's moments are interconnected, each precious, each a part of a greater whole. As years turned, Tenzin remained a humble student of the moment, his life a reflection of both time kept and lived. The clocks in his shop continued to tick, but now they spoke not of minutes and hours, but of moments filled fully and mindfully. Months after Tenzin had learned the profound lesson of embracing each moment from Lama Sonam, his reputation as a wise clockmaker continued to grow. People from distant lands began to visit his shop, not only to admire his exquisite timepieces, but to seek his guidance on living mindfully. One foggy morning, a young woman named Lila arrived at his doorstep. Her eyes, weary with the weight of the world, reflected a soul in turmoil. She had heard of Tenzin's transformation and hoped to discover how she might escape the relentless rush of her life, which seemed filled with busyness and devoid of meaning. "Master Tenzin, I've traveled far to see you," Lila began, her voice tinged with exhaustion. "I feel as though every day slips through my fingers. I'm busy all the time, yet I go to bed feeling like I haven't truly lived at all. How can I live more mindfully, not wasting my time on suffering and ignorance?" Tenzin listened intently, nodding with understanding. He invited Lila to join him at the back of his workshop, where he kept a special clock that was not for sale. This clock was unique. Its face was painted with the tree of life, every branch a reminder of life's various paths and each root a symbol of grounding in the present. "Lila," Tenzin said as he gently wound the clock, "this clock keeps time, just as all clocks do. But unlike others, it serves as a reminder to cherish each moment. See, each tick and each talk is not just a marker of time passing, but a call to awareness." He continued, "To live mindfully, we must learn to see each moment as precious. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the now, without the burdens of the past or the fears of the future. It's about observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment and letting them go, like leaves floating down a river." Lila listened, mesmerized by the soft ticking that seemed to fill the room with a rhythm of calm. "Begin by dedicating moments of your day to full awareness," Tenzin suggested. "When you eat, truly taste your food. When you walk, feel each step connect with the earth. Breathe deeply and look around you. Life's richness is in its details." He handed her a small hourglass from his collection. "This is for you. Let it be a reminder to pause, to breathe, and to appreciate the fleeting beauty of now." Grateful, Lila held the hourglass, feeling a shift within her. She understood that being mindful wasn't about adding more to her days, but experiencing them more fully. As Lila left, the hourglass in her hand and Tenzin's words in her heart, she felt lighter. She knew the journey to mindfulness was a gradual one, but with each mindful step, she would weave more meaning into the fabric of her daily life. Tenzin watched her go, a serene smile crossing his lips. Each person who left his shop carried a piece of wisdom that, like the gears of a clock, would help them navigate the complexities of life, not with haste, but with intention and presence. This tale from Lhundrup reminds us that while we may strive to control time, to segment it, and master it, true wisdom lies in living it, moment by moment. Remember, the real journey of time is not found in the ticking of a clock, but in the quiet awareness of your own experiences. If this story of time and transformation has moved you, consider sharing it with others who might also appreciate a reminder to pause and reflect. Like and subscribe for more tales of Buddha's wisdom and insights into living a life of mindful presence. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How do you live your life to the fullest? Let's discuss and learn from each other's journeys. Until next time, keep striving for integrity and kindness in all your endeavors.